for joining me. Today we're going to be doing a Kourtney Kardashian inspired look. Of course, a very, very bright under eye area, lots of inner tear duct highlighting and sculpting of the face, because those are things that she's really well known for. So I hope you guys enjoy this look, and if you want to see how I got this, keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Tarte Recreate Primer. It's silicone free, so therefore it really helps with my oil. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on all over the face. So Kourtney's look is actually really, really simple. What I'm going to go ahead and do first, to take away some of the pigmentation around my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and put on my under eye concealer. For that, I'm using Graftobian's Warm Palette. Yes, it looks a lot lighter than my skin, but we are going to darken it up, because you know the Kardashians always go for like the super light under eye area, and Kourtney is no different, especially because she's the most tan of them all, but she still goes for like a super, super light under eye area. And you'll see there's ways to like darken things up if you make a mistake, if you think you've gone too light, stuff like that. Make sure you get this bridge of your nose area. Yes, it looks extremely streaky, etc., but nothing that a little bit of powder cannot fix. So I'm going to go into my Ben Nye Banana Powder, and I'm going to just go ahead and powder my eyelids. It gives us a nice base to stick onto. Then I'm going to go into a color by MAC called Bamboo, which just helps me neutralize everything in my eye. This color really doesn't have much pigmentation. It's not like a super bright color. It's a very, very natural color. Then after that, I'm going to go into this color right here, also by MAC, which is called Antiqued. And it's like a copperish bronze kind of color, because I've noticed that Kourtney doesn't really do much of a crease. The only reason you can even see my crease right here is because my eyes have a little bit more area right here than she does, but she always goes for like kind of rusty sort of colors to go right in here. Because she doesn't have much lid space, I'm assuming is why she does this, because she definitely works on brightening her eye as opposed to filling it up with lots of colors. So I really put on like the tiniest amount. And then with that same brush, I'm also going to put on Arena, which is like a brighter version of Bamboo. And then for my highlight, I'm going to use this color by Inglot 328 Matte. And I'm going to just put that on my brow bone. Also, as far as Kourtney's like crease goes, she always goes for like a more rounder look as opposed to a cat eye. Like right here, she'll do like a roundish thing right here, not going upwards and outwards. Then we're also going to take Rice Paper eyeshadow, which is right here. And we're going to add this right to the tip of our brow bone. Then I'm going to go again into Rice Paper, and this time with a brush like this, and we're going to put it right onto the inner corner of the eye, including this tear duct area. Kourtney really, really plays upon this area on her face because it really helps to brighten up her kind of like closed off eyes a little bit. I think she's gorgeous, but I can definitely see like where some eye tricks are coming into play, because I do that kind of stuff for my eyes as well. Then what you're going to go ahead and do is pick up your favorite gold eyeliner. This is El Dorado. It's a 24/7 eyeliner by Urban Decay. Or if you want to go with a flesh tone thing, you can as well. And you are just going to line your waterline. And when you come into this inner tear duct area, you're going to go actually on the skin. So that way you can see it nice and bright even when your eyes are open. But she always still does black, but not that much. She never goes all the way in. So what you're going to do is with this black eyeliner, you're going to line close to your waterline, but not in it. And you're just going to take an angled brush and pull this outward. Kourtney always pulls her bottom eyeliner out, and it kind of makes for like a fake little V area right here, and it matches up like the top and bottom really well. So then for my face, I've already got on my primer and everything. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put on my foundation. I'm using Maron Medium 4, which is right here. Then Maron Medium Dark, right here. And my Graftobian Desert Sand to get my perfect color. So I'm just going to use a brush like this, and I'm going to go straight into it. And I'm also going to use a darker Maron color. This is Dark 4. And I think it's the darkest one that they have. And I'm just going to pop this onto my hairline. Cheekbones area. And then we're going to go ahead and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. I know it looks crazy right now, but the Beauty Blender is amazing. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and set everything with the Ben Nye Banana Powder. So I think it's best to use something like this just because it really pushes the powder into your skin better than a brush does. And you will see it. And I've also noticed that as far as oil control goes, when you're putting powder on with a brush, it doesn't give you even half as much oil control as it does when you put it on with something like this. A big powder puff. And every expression, it looks crazy after so much, but trust me, it doesn't and my skin is pretty white. It was clear in just a minute. So for our top eyeliner, I'm going to use Boot Black by MAC. It's just a liquid eyeliner. I've noticed that Kourtney always goes the liquid. And you're just going to follow the shape of your eye and end it right here. We're not doing a wing or anything like that. Okay, and then of course we have to go ahead and bronze up the forehead and the side of your face, but this time with a powder because we've already gone ahead and done it with the liquid. So what I'm going to be using is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in dark and a powder brush like this one. I'm just going to go ahead and just brush over the areas that we did earlier. Just like that. And then for her blush, I've always noticed something really interesting. Her blushes never really look peach or pink. They always look like they're in between. So I'm going to mix two colors. I'm going to use Sin by NARS, which is this peach with some glitter, because she always tends to go with some sort of like glittery, shimmery sort of blush. And this one by Inglot. It's just like a peachy color. If you guys have Lovejoy by NARS, that would be really similar as well. And I'm just going to use a stippling brush like this. It's really important to use something like this because you don't want to pick up too much of either color. And I'm going to start in the cheek, like the apples of the cheeks, and kind of pull upward. Kourtney always goes pretty heavy with the blush, I've noticed. So that's why we're not going to just keep it on the apples. We're going to pull it upward into the temple area where your contour should meet. And then, of course, we have to do some highlighting. So for that, I'm actually going to use the one to accentuate my under eye area even more. I'm going to go ahead and use Light Sweep by MAC, which is a sculpting powder. And it's a very, very light color. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take it with the brush like this and just add it into my under eye area. And then as my highlight on my cheekbones, I'm going to use Trace Gold Blush by MAC. But it's shimmery and it's such a pretty highlight. If you guys have I Am Glam by Mario Dedivanovic, that would probably be the one to use, because since he does her makeup on and off, I'm sure that is what he uses on her. And highlight just the cheekbones area like that. And then for the lips, I've noticed that when she does nude lips, she goes for like a peachy nude lip. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and take out the color. And then I'm going to fill it in a little bit with Barbecue Lip Liner from MAC. And then I'm going to use Mario's Lip Glam, which is this peachy nude color, and pop that on top. And she always has like a dark, sexy brow, so that's what we're going to go for. I think using a pencil like this is a good idea for her look, because she never has the look of like frozen brows or like brows that don't have texture. Her brows always have texture. So being that's the case, she should stick to a pencil, something that's not going to take away the texture of her natural brows. And then of course for mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use MAC's Hot and Naughty Lash. She always goes for like a super fan effect with her eyebrows, or I mean with her eyelashes. That basically means that lots of separating and volumizing. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, post below and I'll be sure to get back to y'all. Bye!